Hey guys, today we are checking out the Oppo N2 Flip and I have it in this beautiful astral black color, and spoiler alert, I think this is by far the best looking flip phone on the market right now and I can't wait to tell you more about it. Let's check it out. The Find N2 Flip is the latest flip phone from Oppo and it's making waves in the market. On the inside, it's rocking the Dimensity 9000 Plus CPU, ARM Mali G710 GPU, a 4300 mAh battery, 256GB of storage and 8GB of memory. Need more memory? Don't worry, Oppo has got you covered with the first ever RAM expansion feature in a smartphone. You can use some of your storage as memory to allow you to go heavier on multitasking. Included in the box is a 67Wh fast charger, a USB-A to USB-C cable, a plastic case and some documentation. Now, before we get any further, allow me to talk about the flipping aspects of this phone, which consists of the crease, hinge and cover screen, because I think Oppo has perfected this combination. Let's start with the crease, or should I say lack of. Boy oh boy, with the screen on, the crease is almost invincible. Sure, you can kinda see it with the screen off, but let's be real, you're not gonna leave this phone open when not in use. One more thing about the crease is that you barely feel it when running your fingers across the screen. It's really amazing how smooth the screen feels compared to other flip phones in the market. Next is the new generation flexion hinge. I'm not even gonna try to explain the mechanism. All you need to know is that it's extremely smooth to use and it can hold the display at almost any angle. On top of that, there is no hinge gap at all when you close the smartphone. Absolutely mind-blowing considering how the Z Flip 4 still has a gap when folded. And for those wondering about the lifespan of this hinge, Oppo has tested the mechanism to be in perfect condition after 400,000 folds. Let me put that into perspective. That's like opening and closing the phone 100 times a day for almost 10 years. The last flipping aspect of this phone is the 3.26-inch cover screen. It's absolutely massive compared to the competition. As you can see, I've set up my cover screen with the interactive pet option, which is fun and cute. Besides that, you have 6 widgets to choose from, such as camera, weather and timer. And before I forget, swiping down will bring up the control center where you can quickly change some settings. Swiping up will bring up your notifications and you can also quickly reply to messages directly from the cover screen. Do I wish there was more functionality to the cover screen? I guess. But will I actually be using the cover screen a lot compared to the bigger internal screen? Probably not. Now, with all flipping aspects of the smartphone out of the way, let's take a look at what else it has to offer. The display inside is a 6.8-inch 120Hz 1080p AMOLED display. It's in an ultra-wide 21:9 aspect ratio, making it ideal for consuming content. The display has a peak brightness of 1600 nits, making it very usable outside. Oppo has also included an anti-reflection film, which results in 5 times less glare compared to other folding phones. Despite being a very slim flip phone, it supports both fingerprint and facial recognition for login. The Face Unlock works on both the front and back camera, whereas the fingerprint reader is integrated in the power button. Moving on, the cameras. On the outside, there is a 50MP main camera and an 8MP ultra-wide camera. On the inside is a 32MP selfie camera. I really enjoyed taking photos with the cameras because they produce images that are sharp and color accurate. This works hand in hand with the Mari Silicon X imaging NPU for AI enhancement. Now let's get into the 3 standout camera features of the Find N2 Flip. Firstly, better selfies. Because this is a flip phone with a cover screen, you have the luxury of using the best camera to take your photos. The cover screen helps you line up the perfect shot instead of just guessing, and you can even use hand gestures to capture the moment. Besides that, you can also use it in dual screen preview mode, which gives your subject a way to see their shot before being taken. Next are creative shooting modes. Since the phone folds, put that to your advantage and use the phone itself as a mini tripod and angle the camera accordingly. This frees your hand for some better selfies. But don't stop there, you can easily achieve low-angle photography without needing to lay flat on the ground. The sky is the limit with what you can capture on the Find N2 Flip. Lastly, and this is a big one, Hasselblad Pro Mode, which allows for full manual control and support up to 10-bit RAW files. It unlocks an endless amount of creativity options, but what I enjoy the most is capturing light trails. Can you believe these shots were taken on a smartphone? I think we've covered almost everything about the phone, so let's go through some other things I've noticed during my 2 weeks of using this phone. Battery life is excellent. If I'm not mistaken, it's the largest in any flip phone and I can easily get through a day, especially since I read most of my notifications from the cover screen. If by any chance you're low on battery, the phone supports fast charging and you can get to 50% in 23 minutes or 100% in less than an hour. In terms of performance, everything has been very snappy so far. From biometric authentication to launching games, the phone handles it well. Gaming was surprisingly good on both portrait and landscape orientation. ColorOS is fine. The layout is clean, barely any spammy annoying apps or features baked in, but I'm not the biggest fan of the icon design. And can I just say how beautiful this phone is? It grabs everyone's attention whenever I flip it out. Action! Alright, let's conclude this video. As an Android smartphone, this is great. As a flip smartphone, this is perfect. Like I mentioned above, Oppo has really perfected the 3 crucial flipping factors that make this the best flip phone so far. On top of that, you have some excellent features such as a beautiful 6.8-inch display, pro photography features in collaboration with Hasselblad, dual 5G SIM card support, and an all-day battery life. It's crazy to think that just 2 to 3 years ago, using a flip phone would mean a compromise in performance and functionality in order to achieve that cool factor of closing your phone. But with the Oppo Find N2 Flip, I can confidently say that this is a no-compromise flip phone. If you're interested in getting this, check out the links below. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye!